Yes, people, man, make sure you smash the likes. I'm on Cat's channel here, so make sure if you don't know that I've got my own personal channel, then well, now you know, innit? We're going to be joined by where is he? Touchline should be here at some point as well. So, and maybe somebody else. But big up Leonard though. Well, you in the studio?
Yeah, I tell you, up in the levs, man. Had to. Yeah, man.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I got a few things to discuss, man.
It's been a turbulent few days, isn't it? It's been crazy.
Leonard. OLE and Carrick as the front runners. I think there's a lot more PR going on for OLE at the moment than Carrick's side of things. Apparently, Rude's out of the discussions. Apparently, Vivell wants Naglesmann, which is not really a shock. And then obviously we got Kobbie and Bruno returning and Mount to the game today, innit? So there's a few. It could go really left or it could go really right.
Do you know what? Because Ole's already brought good times, I feel like some fans are like, you know what? I don't mind, but a lot of us are also like, it wasn't always good enough. So with Ole, the PR is always going to be there. Carrick, I don't think he's had enough experience. Like he's had championship experience, of course, but top flight, he's only managed a few games for us as an interim manager. It wasn't more than 4, if I remember. So
I think Barter Carrick did manage Middlesbrough. Like, I think he's got. I think if you deep his Middlesbrough and anything that Ollie, sorry, touchline, don't get too wound up. Remember, today is about the way we come across. That's today's lesson, isn't it? Don't worry. It's only me 2 years ago. The way I came across was very bad, and people on YouTube used to dislike that. But remember, like for me, if you look at Middlesbrough and how stabilized they looked, at least as a unit, compared to probably Ollie's Besiktas, Ollie's Man United, Ollie's Cardiff. We can obviously go back to his time in Norway. When you deep it, if anyone's got some sort of idea how to stabilize a team, it might be Carrick in modern times. You know, with different
I
ideas, not
agree.
afraid to change the way we play and stuff like that. You know, being a little bit more adventurous. I think Carrick is just, for me, more of a suit than Ollie. I think Ollie's one is a little bit more emotional.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you on that. But going back to my point, Middlesbrough were in the Championship and he didn't even get to the Prem. So you got to look at it like that as well.
True. They got no funds though.
Yeah. So I think I'm with you. I'd rather Carrick over Ole, but I understand why some people go Ole, because when you look at the managers that have come after Ole, none of them have touched what Ole's done. So that's the PR.
Well, Ten Hag did.
Ten Hag did better than him.
Okay, yeah, but there wasn't joy. I feel like with Ole, the football, it felt consistent, even though Ten Hag did do okay.
See, the thing is, I disagree with it. When people say that we were like enjoyable to watch, I hated us under Ole. You know what I'm saying? I stopped watching games with us under Ole. I couldn't stand the way we was playing. I couldn't stand the football because I knew it was always going to lead to nothing. It was always leading to nothing. He was wasting players' careers, and I knew he wasn't going to win anything. And ultimately, I got proven right. Under Ten Hag, I thought his first season, I was going into every game thinking we're going to win. I know we lost 7-0 at Anfield, but I went into that game saying we're going to beat them today. So I said we're going to beat them, and we went there. And his first season that year, bro, we was going into every game saying we're going to win. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I don't think we ever had that under Ole. Do you get? I don't think we ever did. I remember his first season, bro. Before Bruno rocked up, we were terrible. Do you get what I'm saying? We were terrible, awful. We were we should have been. We were a mid-table side, like maybe not. I think after about 10 games, we probably were mid-table. I think we won like 3 in the first 11 league games. Do you get what I'm saying? But people forget all this stuff. Yeah, I'm saying, and seem to, fit their narrative, I guess, whatever. Yeah, I'm saying, like, is what it is. But yeah, I don't want Ole anywhere near this club, man. I just know what the fans are like, and they're going to demand that he gets a job.
I don't think I don't think he's going to give him the job, anyways.
I
don't
see. Not even as an interim.
No, not as in. I said it yesterday. I think I've said it in our chat as well. I can see in a world where they do give probably the manager the interim management to him, but I don't see where they make a mistake where it's like they listen to the fans. They listened to the fans for the first time when it came down to the Ten Hag thing because he won an FA Cup, and then in the end they sacked him. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really see them going through what the fans want. I don't even think that's what Ole would want either. But I think secretly deep down he probably wishes to get the job again. But the way I view it is that's a step backwards, and if he can right his wrongs, which is in the end where it went kind of left for him, at least under Ineos, you can see that at least with this group of players, they're not going to down tool him. Do you know what I mean? You're an interim manager who can bring a good feel factor into the club. And I don't know if it's going to be fresh ideas. I don't think it's exactly a fresh idea to go to more of a counter-attacking system. But when you look at our players, we always tell ourselves what play to these players' strengths. We've got the most counter-attacking team ever.
Yeah. Do we?
And yeah, think of it. Mbumo is a counter-attacking player that's come from a counter-attacking team.
I agree.
Yeah, because look at the way they played. Even though they played a bit of possession, that was his thing. Cunha came from a possession that counter-attacked very well from Wolves. Look at the way he carries the ball. That's a very counter-attacking attribute. Sesko right now could do with running in behind rather than trying to play up against everyone. Even though we'll see Xerxes not so much. You got Kobbie Mainoo, who would thrive again, ball carrier a little bit. He would thrive with the counter-attack a bit. Bruno Fernandes is the best one for it because he's got the long pass. He thrives off of that. When we defend well and Bruno's just can spot that pass, you know he's going to be at the edge of the box as well. Casemiro and Agate, funny enough, I hate to say the name, but they're better in low block situations because it's better for their game, right? Because one ain't got legs, really, and the other one, mate, you can't give him a lot of time to think. So... really and truly just tackle and give the ball away. The low is crap, but for me, I think he's been a part of too many counter-attacking sessions. So is Luke Shaw. Doesn't have to do as much leg work, even though he might have to get up the pitch. And then obviously when you're centre-backs, obviously it's better for your game, innit? You look better as a defender when you're in a counter-attacking system because everything's more tightened together. I don't think this team needs much tactic. I think it needs just a little bit of direction and just play to your strength. Unfortunately, we're in a mode, whether it's Carrick or Ole, that we need some individual brilliance from all of that. Yeah. Can we play a bit of ball though? Yeah, we saw a bit of ball under any manager. There'll be games where he's like, oh, this looks good. Ole ball, Carrick ball. But I just view it in a world where this side, if we play our one game a week, at least against the big sides, I think we're going to look really good. But
we're beating City. We're beating City.
I think so too.
We're beating City. They've got no centre backs as well, innit?
Well, let's see if Aki survives the next few games as well.
Yeah.
Are
they not in for Gay, or am I wrong?
No, they are, but yeah, they are in for Gay, but whether it happens or not, I don't know. I think that'd be like them having to probably overpay to get him.
I mean, at this point, they probably will.
They did it all last January, didn't they? They overpaid for. But I'm not saying Gay is going to be like them, but like obviously the players they bought January, they all want to get rid of him all now, apart from Gonzalez. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like
I've got quite a good question. Yeah, I feel By the way, people smash the likes if you ain't done so yet. See, if you put Ollie in principle, the way he plays, you're setting up like a counter-attacking kind of team. Does that mean that United go down more of the Glasner route type manager? Because going from an Ollie counter-attacking team and then prepping for a new manager that might want to play a different way doesn't sound, in my mind, doesn't sound like it's a good direction. But whether you're going to do Carrick, who likes build-up, who likes possession and whatnot, then you might want to be gearing up for maybe a De Zerbi or a Xavi or someone like that. Does it kind of indicate what kind of manager we probably will end up getting?
Not necessarily, because the players have to, if the players are good enough, they'll adapt to multiple systems, no? So, and like we see it with different teams where they'll change managers, pick up a new manager and play well. So I don't think this is necessarily an indication of
It's World Cup as well coming up, you know. One World Cup, there's minimal pre-season. Times don't have the players might not have a lot of time to adapt.
I don't really agree that he only played counter-attacking. We did kind of play possession at times as well. We just never really had centre-backs that could build up other than Lindelof. And we're Wan-Bissaka as well, innit? You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have players that could build up. So and De Gea is the goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? He had no players that could build up from the back, but I don't think I think we just skipped the first phase and just used to rely on Pogba long ball or Matic over the top or something like that. You get what I'm saying? That's how we usually score goals. But I feel like we did play at times some attacking football. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I feel like I don't think it's necessary. I don't know. I think necessarily they're just going to wait to the summer. I hope the only thing I can hope and pray for is that they've got in there with Luis Enrqiue, and then that guy will dominate with us, brother. He's the only. He ticks every box because he ticks the happy clappers box because he's going to be here for 6 years. He could dominate, and you know what I'm saying. He ticks the standards box because he's actually good. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You know that was fake news, isn't it?
What, that he hasn't actually rejected a new deal? No, but I know, but he probably will end up leaving PSG. I know this year or next year, but he probably will end up leaving, innit? So I just hope.
I don't see in a world where that man leaves this season. I think it's all bullshit. He's gonna.
And even if he leaves next season, like we'll have a new manager in by then, and you know Ineos will try to give that manager time anyway, regardless of whether it's going good or bad.
They will be done by this week. I mean, they also said that about Semenyo, but I mean, I don't think
Semenyo's done though.
This week. Is it done now?
Semenyo's done now.
It's here we go, but like he's playing today.
I couldn't care less if they got Gay or not. Personally, like even if he,
I'd rather play him without Gay though.
Yeah, I just don't see in a world where they get him done straight away. I think Gay is going to take his time thinking about it.
Yeah, because if he waits to the summer, he probably has literally. He had Real Madrid sniffing around. You know what I'm saying? They love for a free centre back. Yeah, they love a free centre back as well, innit? So. Yeah,
true. I see that Semenyo deal is going to be done. He's going to be playing against Exeter. I think Gay's just my dad. I just same. I think he's just a good centre back.
Overrated.
He had a terrible game against us. Remember when we played them? He had a terrible game then.
Yeah,
I don't think he's overrated. I
think he is. Like overrated doesn't mean bad though. But I just think.
No. But
like, let's be real. In that back line, Lacroix is the main man. He's the guy.
He's the aggressor. He's the guy that's aggressive.
As of now.
Gay going from a back three to a back two all of a sudden that plays in a high line and not playing a low line. I've seen this story before.
Nah.
This is my thing about picking out centre backs that play in low block systems. There's a lot of faults that are that are hidden. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know how good Gay is when it comes to these 1-in-1s that Vardio has to deal with week in, week out. Not that it's really our problem because we're not getting the guy. Gay
I hear what you're saying.
We're in a back three, so it's just when it comes to the highlights. Look at Harry Maguire. Like I'm not saying he was gay, but Harry Maguire went from a low block system to more of a higher line under Ollie, and then before you know it, man was getting exposed after 6 months.
Killed him. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. So the news of today, anyways, for this is that apparently we should know by today or tomorrow, because they're set to hold talks with both managers, both players, but like Ollie and Carrick. I think we'll know. I think they're waiting until after the Burnley game. I think it'd be stupid to announce a manager before a game. If they're gonna do it, maybe it's tomorrow. What do you not think?
Yeah.
I think Friday.
Is the manager going to be in for Brighton, or is it going to be Fletcher for Brighton?
Well, if they come into the dugout, I mean, if they get announced straight away, I think they just come in straight away. I mean, if you're going to be the interim, you should just come in and put your ideas across pretty much from the get-go. Yeah, no.
I hear that. No,
I think
you're stressed.
I think by Friday we'll know.
Ollie, bro.
You're so stressed.
I believe it's going to be Ollie, and it's going to be on Friday. Like, they're not going to announce it.
Do you know what he said? Apparently, that he said to him, "I don't care about the money and all that stuff. I'll do it for free." That stuff, bro. Like, he is so desperate for that job. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that just proves he's not good. You know what I'm saying?
For me, I don't mind it. I just feel for me, I just don't think an interim is that deep. You're just an interim. You're not being taken serious as a manager. It's as simple as that. It's just an interim, bro. Like,
I get that, but you still want your interim to do well. Like, as in, we still want
to
get Champions League football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Champions League football.
But I still think we get that with him or not.
No, I agree. I think we would
because
get
I think it's just in our favour, just that these players can just turn up for a bit. Do you know what I mean? And
also how bad Chelsea are. I think they're going to be in a sticky situation. Do you know what I'm saying?
Even with their new manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He plays three at the back, plays the same formation as Amorim, unless he switches. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think they're going to be in a sticky scenario. I think
Ollie would have a lot. I like a manager that's got drive, though. For me, he's got drive. So and that's that. Just to clear his name a little bit, and I think he'd probably learn. At least, I know it sounds like learning on the job, but I think from being in the United job, knowing what it's like, the pressure's like, you've learned from the last time. At the very least, you know what the media's going to do. You know what players could be like. But I think there's a lot of support behind the scenes for him as well. You know, with the lack of Ineos. I think the fact that I think Amorim's like a great case scenario to show that even when you're doing not as great, the board will have some supporting tools for you, and the players still didn't down tool. It was just the idea that we're wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not in favor of this man, innit? But for me, I just don't think the interim's that deep, because I just think in the end, the players still got to show that they're good enough to get the goals and, you know, defend leads and all this kind of stuff, which we weren't doing. If we go back to 3 in the midfield, instantaneously, our football should be that little bit much better. So instantly, I'm thinking, surely then, if we're not really getting coached by Amorim correctly, like for these players in a manner, it can't, like, I know it sounds mad, can't get worse than what we're seeing. It has to, even if it's bumped up by 25%, I think that 25% is enough.
I think even if you just put players in their actual positions, like you play Dorgu, you're going to play Dorgu as a left back rather than a winger. You're going to put Bruno in the 10 rather than the 6. I think just basic football will make this team play better. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel that should be enough, because we should probably be above Liverpool. They're awful, and we're going to be above them if we win tonight, and they'll lose tomorrow. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think we should probably get Champions League football no matter what, just playing with a bit of basic football, because how bad everyone else is.
Yeah, facts. I can't lie, man. I'm kind of, I might be one of the Guinea merchants. I am a Guinea merchant, isn't it? I'm not.
Are you going to be seeing Ollie's at the wheel?
If he wins us games, 1,000%.
You have to back the manager, especially if they're doing well.
I'm sorry, I'm just that guy.
And another thing as well, you can't hold him to a standard that he
answer this afterwards.
Done like years ago. Like, you need to look at it new. Let's not judge him on what he did at United before. Like, if he does come in as interim, let's start afresh. Look at how he performs now.
Who would you say that? What players would you say that would thrive under him the most?
Obviously, Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno, of course. But I mean, other than the ones that he hasn't managed before.
Ahmad, has he managed?
Yeah, he did manage Ahmad. Mainoo will thrive under him, and Sesko as well.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think. I feel like.
Why is everyone so sure about Sesko? Because he's a striker and Ole was a striker. Like, why is everyone so sure that Sesko will thrive?
I think yeah. I think attackers are gonna thrive. I think, remember, at least under Ole was scoring goals when it came down to it. But my thing is, you got a point. You might even, for me, touchline, you might have nailed on the head. The fact that he did only have a Lindelof, the fact that he did have a De Gea, who did save his ass, don't get me wrong, but just from build-up situations, the fact that, look at the midfield, he had Fred.
Yeah.
I know, and then, Fred, he was injured for Bear. He always got injured for months and months and months.
Yeah, that was the problem, innit? It was out for ages.
I don't even think he even plays Sesko. I think he'd play Cunha down the middle because of the pace of it all. Remember, like the way he had kind of a Martial that can drop deep as well. And I think goes in Bumo Ahmad. I think that's the three you have to go with.
He plays on what side?
Either or, just rotate like he used to.
Yeah, it'll be Mbeumo on the left, man.
Rashford and Greenwood. I know it was a younger Greenwood, to be fair, but it's like Rashford and Greenwood used to swap over.
Yeah.
So I would think like I don't really care if it's a fluid kind of attack front three. All three of them can just rotate and play wherever they need to play. You've seen Mbeumo go up front. We've seen Ahmad do a hold up play just by the middle. I'm all for it.
I think
feeding them.
I think everyone's just a bit. It's like some people are just gassed because we got rid of Amorim. I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah, but that's what it is, because I think he was giving us the better minimum. We always talk about how many points that Amorim should have probably got us. The players are included as well. They have to take some stick with that as well. But we should be much better off than what we are. Amorim will probably find himself in a job if that was the case. But I feel like even under someone as simple as OLE or as maybe as Carrick, I still think we're like 10 points better off. Because we've already been scoring goals, but you do look at the back, at least in structure-wise, and it's been crap.
Even the in-game management as well. I feel like a lot of managers would have managed games better than Amorim. Amorim coached us out of a lot of wins, which was weird. I remember the start of the season, Fulham 1-1. That's when alarm bell started ringing for me. Went 1-0 up, and then he's making changes that are making us worse. And he did it consistently throughout the season as well. I feel like OLE or Carrick, even like they would have seen that, and they're not going to let that happen to themselves. If you go ahead, go for another one, instead of just trying to go defensive afterwards. That was frustrating.
I hated that. Who subs on defenders? Like when you're 1-0 up or you're 1-0 or anything like that. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
I'm more excited for some of the younger players though, man. Like I'm not convinced by certain players, don't get me wrong, but I feel like a Shea Lacey coming through. I think him in particular might be the one that where OLE might look at and say, I'd rather pick him over a Dorgu. Dorgu will go left back. You're the backup left back. Simple. And you know, if you need him on the wing, you can bring him on the wing, but I wouldn't personally do it. But I think Shea Lacey, I think he brings him into the fold. I think he would look at another player, maybe just two of them. I don't think the Fletcher brothers will make it more time than less. I know they're talking about JJ Gabriel coming on the bench against Brighton, but that's just the FA Cup game, right? But I'm looking at maybe a central midfielder, maybe, just maybe, because we do need the extra bodies in midfield. You got Ugarte, Casemiro, Bruno, Mount, and whatnot. But I don't think that's enough. I think the like for Mount and Bruno makes sense. Kobbie, Mainoo, and Cassian, you got Ugarte, but who's the other one? We're lacking, innit?
Mainoo's playing tonight as well, you know.
Oh, is that certain?
No, it's been confirmed, but I know that the club has confirmed that he's been in training since Tuesday, so I imagine he's going to play him.
He's been Monday. He's been in training
Monday,
since that morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All of them did. If Kobbie trained,
Bruno as well.
Bruno trained, Mount trained, that means they're definitely going. I think they make the bench.
That's a stronger squad. Do you know what I'm saying? You can bring
exactly, because I've been looking at our bench recently, and it's probably one of the weakest benches Man United have had in the last 10 years, maybe. No exaggeration.
Are we winning tonight?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm more interested about the lineup. I think no matter what you guys kind of go with, you probably do get over the line of Burnley. My thing is with Fletcher is please just don't sit back, because Burnley don't like it when you're on them. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like their final product is not there, and it can be there for tonight. But I'm just looking at it thinking, surely just keep your foot on their neck. I don't expect a 5-0 because of what we got available. Don't expect a 3-0 either. I think it's going to be a simple 2-0. But again, my thing is if it's 2-0, do you sit back? I don't think we should. That's what's going to piss me off if we do stuff like that.
What was Ragnick's first game? Does anyone know? Was it Palace?
I don't remember. I don't remember it being great. I remember Sancho playing to the right or something like that.
To be fair, I think every interim manager we've ever had, I could be wrong, maybe Ruben Amorim actually was the only one that we won every single game, though. The first game. OLE was 5-1
first game.
I think Rude
Palace.
Was Rude,
yeah, we beat 1-0 for Fred, innit? Fred. Yeah, Fred. Yeah. So
yeah, and was it not 0-0? Ruud van Nistelrooy, was it 0-0 against Chelsea?
No, it was 1-1 against Chelsea, and Caicedo scored from the corner.
Oh yeah.
And Bruno scored the pen.
That's crazy. Doing up all of that.
So
doing all of that. What do you reckon our back line should look like then?
Just how it's looked like the last couple of games. I think it'll probably be Heaven, Lissandro.
No, I mean under Ollie. Who do you think he gives the nod to?
Oh, he'll play the lit. He'll definitely play the lit.
In a 4, right? Are we all
Yeah. In a 4. Yeah, in a 4. We are scarred, innit?
had to check with you lot. Yeah, De Ligt, I think when he was playing, he was probably arguably one of our best players when he was playing before the injury. So De Ligt.
You sure not in Maguire?
Nah, he'll play De Ligt. He won't play Maguire.
De Ligt is a stronger one out of both of them.
My thing is that left centre back. Does he play Martinez? Does he play Euro? Or does he play Heaven?
He'll play Sandro. I think he'll go for a bit more experience.
I think Euro's kind of dropped in the pecking order a bit in the last few weeks, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he has.
So I'll go Martinez as well. So De Ligt and Martinez together. There's sure start left back for you lot.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, of course is. I don't think we got any. I personally would change up, but you know,
how would you change it up then?
I mean, for me, I like the idea of Martinez being an inverted left back. Like I think that's because I want 2 big centre backs at the back. I want Aiden Heaven to get more minutes and more games. I think he's worth the punt. I don't mind Lissandro at left centre back because the build up is very good with him. But Heaven has that knack where he can just drive into the middle of the pitch just with his athleticism and his composure alone. Not saying Lissandro can't do that, but Heaven's just so good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different. I feel like when Mazraoui comes back eventually as well, he's another inverted fullback. 2 players that can play next to someone like Casemiro, in my opinion. I don't think we got any players bar Luke Shaw who's got some sort of quality of delivery. So it will be Shaw. It will be De Ligt. And I think it will be me and Mazraoui over Delo, but Delo's little teacher's pet, he pisses me off.
He somehow...
Mazraoui.
But my thing is...
He won't start that.
But my thing is that because he's the one he's a down taller. He's got to remember
he's down taller.
There was only 3 players in that dressing room. Remember that were willing to play. It was Rashford, Martial, and somebody else. I can't remember. I can't remember the other one. Bruno, I think it was. Yeah, and Maguire. I think it was 4. Them 2, them 4. The one that means Delo, you're a down taller, bro. This is a man.
Shaw's a down taller.
Sure. 100%. By his injuries alone, it's a down taller.
I was about to mention that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't even know if he was even fit for that last game against Watford. But my thing is for Delo, he survived so many managers. There must be a common denominator.
No, that's your agenda talking, because he's only ever really played under 1 manager, and that was Ten Hag. Now 2, Amorim, and he done very well under Ten Hag, by the way. He was Ten Hag's best player in his second season.
Wait, even under Ollie, didn't Delo get loaned out to AC Milan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got loaned out to AC Milan. Then he came back, and remember he didn't play. Oh no, he did play. He played, I think, Champions League game. Got skinned by Dan Juma.
Yeah,
and
Villarreal, I remember that.
Yeah, he preferred Wan-Bissaka, and then Rangnick came in, played Dallo, and then it was when Ten Hag came in, it was when Dallo really went up levels, and then the second season of Ten Hag was when Dallo was probably his best season. He was our player of the year on that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's probably that miss.
Do we need an inverted back, or do we need 2 fullbacks that go on the outside?
He missed that on purpose, by the way. I'm convinced.
Yeah, no, that's down in tools, man.
I hear what you're saying. He definitely missed that on purpose.
See, for me, if you're gonna do up the 2 fullbacks that go on the outside and get crosses in, see, I'm kind of for Delo for that in that respect, but I look at our midfield and think it just needs help. Like, I think for me, if you've got Mbumos and Kobbies and all that, I think there's enough attackers to do it. I think Luke Shaw can definitely be the guy to do that. My thing is the last one is, I know people love Martinez a lot, but I just prefer Aiden Heaven. I think if you're gonna give a player some more experience and be ready again for the next season, I think you just stick with him. It's 2 6 foot. What? The Lick's 6'3.5", 6'4". The Heaven's like 6'5". Since Heaven's been in the side, like we don't. And to be fair, Lissandro's in the same respect. I know he's short and that, but I just look at that thinking, I know what I'd go with long term in it. Heaven's been solid. Why do you take that away? He's going to start tonight. He's going to start tonight with probably Martinez again.
Sandro's been good though.
Yeah, I was about to say Heaven's been solid, but it was his mistake that kind of cost.
He's made bare mistakes as well. I don't blame him for the Leeds goal. I think that was just a
the Lowe's mistake.
Yeah, that was
Dalot started it, obviously, but I feel like Heaven did misjudge the situation.
No, yeah, but I hear what you're saying. But like, bro, you know, it's one of them ones where he just kicked the ball forward and it just happened to have landed perfect place. Yeah, I mean, when Harrison was running, I think it was just a complete bit of luck. I wouldn't blame Heaven for that personally. I blame him for the Bournemouth goals.
But don't you not think in the chat as well? Don't you think the mistakes slightly at the moment they're very minimal, and I think we can survive them. But I think he's worth the mistakes at the moment. Like, I know it's been annoying in a couple of them, but when it comes to just dominating like players in the air, when it comes to just like on the ball, I think he's one of them that just gonna learn very quickly and get to grips with it. And then we got a partnership for the future. At least we got to be realistic about Martinez. I love defenders that are good on the ball, but defensive work first at some point, at least. It will haunt us at some point when there is a player that decides that I want to flatten Martinez in the air.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because he's actually very strong. And Baltamade is the tallest guy in the Premier League, bro, and he can do it.
You're right, but
someone will though. That's the worst thing, and it won't even have to be
Haaland also gets bullied by Martinez. Haaland's been bullied by Martinez.
I disagree.
See, that's where I'm afraid. Is that part that ball that City will play eventually over the top next week? Yeah, Martinez is not getting that. Heaven will get that.
Yeah,
Aronson is faster than the likes of Haaland. Haaland's got a lot of PNPs to the thing.
To be fair, it'll probably be Heaven and Martinez next week, anyways. De Ligt won't be back.
Yeah, he will be. I think he's back this weekend. There's rumors that he's back this weekend, so
I wouldn't start him. I'd consider the other two for now.
I mean, I would. Yeah, I remember Haaland bullied Martinez. I still remember it, bro. I don't really want to be seeing that. Him and Varane. Yeah.
And then Martinez bullied him in the reverse game. Martinez bullied him in a 4-0 win for Ajax. Martinez bullied him in the FA Cup final.
I don't care. That City team are drunk. I don't care.
Once I've seen him get
City team were drunk. No, that's outrageous. You can't say that.
I can't. It wasn't looking like a City that I'm just saying that it's just. I wouldn't say Martinez was the guy for the reason we won. It was Mainoo and Bruno.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's the reason we won, but I'm saying that Martinez has done it against Haaland and he's done it against big strikers.
Can you see Mainoo left wing, his original position, like he did with Pogba at times? It could be a solution though. Like, Mainoo in the left wing. I think he's cold, but I think you got to play him in the middle. If you're going to teach a kid something, you got to put him in the middle. You got to let him thrive there. We just don't have that profile in the middle of the park.
He ain't playing him left wing. There's no chance. He's not got the ability of Paul Pogba. And two,
you don't need that. No, wait, he's quite techie on the left side. To be fair, like not Paul Pogba. Yeah, Mainoo. Bro, he's we've seen what he's capable of when he goes down that left side.
Different squads.
I remember the goal he scored against Lyon. Like, he was kind of on the. Well, he wasn't. Fully, but
coming on the inside. Like, even
quick with his feet. Like, he can score a goal.
Even the one against Wolves.
Yeah,
you know, as well.
Liverpool,
like, bro, he's got that.
No, he's techie. I'm not saying that, but he's not Paul Pogba. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, no one's Paul Pogba.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His technical level was a joke.
I don't know who you support, Voodoo. So you're gonna have to let me know what that is.
It's Chelsea.
Probably Liverpool. Voodoo Pool. Probably Liverpool. And if he is a Liverpool fan,
yes,
most likely, because you're not gonna hold on to Arne Slot longer than you.
Arne Slot's gonna be their manager next season, mate.
Scary.
We forget Casemiro. What's this? Or I don't know what that BB in Bruno. We're called a donut midfield for 18 months. Not physical enough. Not quick enough. What?
I don't mean the BBI and.
Yeah, I don't know what that even means. Can someone translate a little bit? I don't see how Mainoo can play with Bruno. Not with Agate, Cas our single pivot. What? Can we get some basic standard English correct right now, please? If we don't mind.
I'm saying Ugarte or Casemiro as the pivot, which isn't even true because it will be Casemiro and Mainoo as the pivot, not a single pivot.
Yeah,
two DMs, and he said doesn't think Mainoo can play with Bruno, even though they played with each other in Mainoo's first season.
Wait. Hold on. You support Liverpool. How many points are you in front of you already? 6 or 7? You're 3 points, and you've got Arsenal.
And if we win today, we go above them. So.
You got Arsenal next. Look at the Premier League.
Do you know what's funny though? Do you lot think Liverpool can't get a result? against Arsenal.
They can,
No.
but they won't. They got
Nah, they
another
won't.
Ekitike as well.
I meant to say Casemiro,
Oh,
Mainoo,
fair
and
enough,
Bruno
yeah.
was called a donut midfield for 80 months with 20 shots again. I think that was just, but that was under Ten Hag in my, and I think that's a different kind of thing. Ten Hag legit exposed Casemiro to be by himself at all times. You got to remember, people remember with Ten Hag, when that midfield did kind of come to existence, is the defense was so far from the midfield as well. Casemiro was practically in front of the back four, but Casemiro was so far away from Mainoo and Bruno as well that the midfield was so far away from the defense. That's why there was a big gaping hole in the middle. So, and I think if you can show yourself that yourself and a Bruno can somewhat keep it solid enough in the middle of the park to some degree. Imagine you add another body in there, all of a sudden it looks totally different, doesn't it? So it goes to show that coaching is a big thing. That was literally 10 Laden. I personally can't look at judging that part as a midfield three. Mine who's got a lot older, hasn't had a lot of game time to develop himself either. I think he's raring to go. That's going to be a fresh, brand new player for us.
Yeah.
And it'll be refreshing to see as well.
I do think we need another midfielder. I can't lie.
I've put voodoo magic. I don't believe in voodoo. I'm Muslim, so love. You have to play Agate with Casemiro to be solid. No, we don't. We don't. What, against Burnleys and stuff like that? No, we don't. What, Mainoo is better than these lot. Mainoo is better than Agate in all departments. I'm sorry. I've seen Mainoo intercept. Yeah. I've seen him tackle. I've seen him hold players off. There's a big difference. Agate is more of I would call it more of a negative player, and there's nothing positive about his game. He plays sideways and backwards. Do you know what I mean? We need to be looking forward.
And he bobbles the ball every time he gets it as well.
Yeah, have you seen him try to do a diagonal?
Yeah, it's horrendous. I think he will have his uses, for sure, his uses. You bring him on and keep on Casemiro's and that. Keep the solid pivot in there and see our game. I can see that part. But he should never be starting a game. Even though he's done well recently, his well is not good enough.
Yeah, but when you say he's done well, it's because the standards are on the floor. Yeah, I'm saying the standards are on the floor for him. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't done well.
He didn't really give away the ball or nothing like that. My thing is the knack of not giving the ball forward or not having the ability to pass the ball forward. Why it looks so slow.
Or just not being able to do anything with it. Do you know what I'm going to say? And even his passing is like, bro, he'll just pass into whatever he sees, even if he sees a player pressing Cunha. He'll pass to Cunha and it'll be a dodgy ball. Then Cunha's chasing it.
Yeah. Seki Kone gone on loan. I can't believe Cameroon and Ivory Coast had the audacity to win their games.
Luckily, Mbeumo's going to be back for City. For Brighton actually. In fact,
it'll be played on Saturday. It's not getting played on Saturday. Was it Friday?
They're playing on Friday, but obviously he'll probably be on the bench for the Borough game most likely because he'll probably come back the same day if they get knocked out, which I think they will.
Let me check this AFCON fixture.
Who they playing?
They're playing Morocco, isn't it?
So we might have one of them back, and I'd rather get. So Friday. So I'd rather Mbeumo. Yeah, I'd rather Mbeumo come back. Yeah. So yeah, that would be nice. What you said about Christopher Vivell? You see it today as well about his manager that he prefers is apparently Naglesmann. I told people this Jan Jamunda is absolutely cracked. He is a must. He's a must.
They want 100 million for him though.
Yeah, we got Vivell. They said 80 million pounds to be fair, but they're not going to get 80 million pounds. He's a player that you go and get for like 65, 70.
I've never
got the link. Hey, Vivell's underrated.
I like him. I like Vivell, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Nagelsmann's a better shout than what Southgate, fucking Ashworth was doing with Southgate and Eddie Howe and all that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't mind it.
Yeah, but still, is it trustworthy for United though?
Yeah, I don't trust it. I don't
trust it either. And to be fair,
don't trust Nagelsmann?
No, international. I feel like when you've gone down the international route, you can't go back to a big club straight away like that.
No, but they loved him at Bayern, though. Like he got sacked at Bayern, but they wanted him back. Like the Bayern fans loved him, but they didn't like Tuchel at all. They liked Nagelsmann.
Yeah,
but are you not tired of this hipster manager shit? He also plays three at the back a certain particular way, his way or the highway. I hate it. This 3-4-2-1 that he was deploying at Bayern, that he's deployed even in for Germany, even though sometimes it can look like a back four and whatever. I hate it. I'm done with these hipster youngster managers. Like I'm I'm not for Nagelsmann whatsoever. I think the name itself holds a weight, but how much weight is it really when you deep it? He was always going to win with Bayern. I like the idea, but the reality of him is I prefer I need
the
someone.
way he played with Bayern. Yeah, but they liked it.
I hate
it. But I feel like with clubs with
Bayern, like, playing well. We had players at Bayern.
You're the best team in the league.
Ollie slapped him
unless
as well.
you win Champions League with Bayern, like it's just a whatever job for me, as in terms of management anyway. I feel like most managers.
I just, if you, it depends how you do it. Like Tuchel won the league with Bayern, right? Remember, he scraped the league on the last day because Dortmund bottled it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like Nagelsmann, from what I heard, he was doing really well, and he never got to play. I don't think he ever played a Champions League with them. I don't think he ever finished one because he got sacked, and then their Tuchel managed them, and they lost to City 3-0. I can't remember. Maybe he did the season before. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he did. But I could be wrong. But yeah, man, like. Bro, I'm not saying I'd take him, but I'm just saying I think that's a decent shout. Though Nagelsmann, I can't lie, that's a decent shout.
I don't think it's a good shout. I think it's exactly everything that us United fans need to be kind of rejected. I think we need assurances.
On what basis?
I think we need more assurances, and we need I think Nagelsmann is someone again that is going to require a lot of money and investment. That kind of manager. Like, and because he doesn't know the Prem, he's going to understand it at some point. I think he's mad overrated. I think he's rubbish. So for me, but in that respect, I think he's someone that you bring in you've already got like a squad that can compete. I think Nagelsmann might do well then.
I agree.
Right now, I need someone that's got Premier League experience at the minimum. That's why I don't really want Xavi either. I think the Zerbi, the fact that he can play with the younger players, install a lot of confidence, and play a certain brand that I prefer to most managers. I think he's got the right personality to go with it. I think he suits what we got already. And you're going to...
Zerbi is a hipster as well, though.
Yeah, but I think he's a Premier League kind of proven kind of one for me, innit? Like, for me, if
he wins the cup, I'll take him. Like, if you don't win the cup,
Nagelsmann is very positional. De Zerbi, I wouldn't call a mad positional manager. And that's why I don't think he's too hipster-like. It's quite simple the way he wants to play. You know, your fullbacks get very high as well. Your midfielders are just good technically and secure. Your centre-backs are good footballers. And your attack is always at their throats, no matter what. The kitchen sink. I've known that since Stilo. Yeah, relentless. And that's what I kind of known, if they want to call about United DNA, right? Whatever it is since the 40s, right? I just think he would turn us, what you just said, RC, into a bunch of pricks, which I want. And I don't really see any other managers. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Glasner would also be a good fit for a certain time limit, but it will get boring and it will get exposed, and it's going to have to change.
I don't think Glasner would work with us. I think Glasner's a Chelsea manager under Abramovich. That's what Glasner is.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Come in season, win you a cup, win you maybe maybe get you a Champions League final, win that or whatever.
But it sounds mad. I'm going to say it. I'm not his huge. I'm not his biggest fans, but yeah, I don't think Emery's gonna. I don't think Emery would take the job personally.
No, he's doing well with Aston Villa. I've got a question. Actually, sorry to interrupt. If Ancelotti was available, would you take him?
Yeah,
100%. He's retiring, isn't it? Soon.
He's one of the best managers in the world.
For Man United.
Brazil's his retirement, bro.
I know he's 70 in it, but like, I feel like if he goes, you know what, like I could win something with this United team. You know, I could win Man United Premier League, and I feel like
I genuinely think that if the case was given to him properly, it is something to consider. Someone of his stature as well.
I just need a manager that's going to appreciate midfielders, so that can work with good midfielders.
Yeah.
So he's worked with the best ever he's worked with.
I think the Zerbi has to be. It has to be the Zerbi for me, man. I don't think he's doing that well at the moment as well, but I like Iraola's principles of the way he wants to play. You're not gonna have Senesi's and all these bullshit players that he ain't got no more Zabanyi's and that. He done well at the start. It's got a bit iffy, but his principles is something that I appreciate because he's attacking at the throat. Let wingers be wingers. Do you know what I mean? That's where I want to be.
Do you think he massively improves us though? That's the question.
I don't think it's that hard to improve us, to be fair. So
no, I said massively, as in like.
I think Don Carlo will win us the Prem.
No, I don't think he will. I think we're 2 years short.
I think we're 2 years short. I think we're probably a manager and 4 or 5 signings away from potentially. It depends, obviously, on the other teams what they do, but
No, we're 2 years short from even consideration of that. Like, even if you go get your midfielders all you want, you need a squad to win the league. Even after this summer, we won't have a great squad. We have a good bench, but you would always probably think, oh, we could probably do an upgrade on that part, and probably that player there. Or you're waiting for that youngster to become something. Do you know what I mean? That's where I think it's way too premature for that. You need to prove that you can stabilize yourself in the league first. So next year is that proof. You might get top 4 this year. All right, cool, the bare minimum, but you got to stabilize and do it again next year, saying, I look like I'm going to be staying in here, not going nowhere. Because every single year, Man United, top 4, then you're out, top 4, or then you're out, top 4, then you're out. It's recycling is pissing me off. There's no stability. So it's hard, man. It's hard to look at, but yeah, for me, Nagelsmann he'd be another Amorim.
I don't think it gets as bad as Amorim, honestly.
I think it does.
No, I disagree. When I look at it, that's definitely the worst we've looked. Playing on the Amorim a lot of the times is the worst we've looked, like playing football.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even string passes together.
Well, we did.
I don't know.
We just didn't fit. We have strung passes together.
Sorry, in the final third anyway, it don't look good. Like we're not consistent with that stuff.
But I think that's Nagelsmann as well, man. I think it's too positional and it's just too static for me. I don't like Nagelsmann. I'll be real. I don't know.
No, I understand that. I understand that point about Nagelsmann.
The idea is better than the reality. Again, you don't want to give him the tools and all this kind of. No, I'm not for it, man. Vivell, like, as much as I like the guy, and he's got his connection with Germany and Austria and all that kind of stuff. I think he's got a lot of Tuchel as well. Yeah, I'm taking him in a heartbeat.
What about who?
Tuchel. I'm taking him in a heartbeat. I forgot you even said that, guy. I'm taking him in a heartbeat.
I don't know, man.
I'm not entertaining it because he's not leaving the England job.
Yeah,
no, he is. His contract runs out.
International football.
When?
His contract runs out after the World Cup. He only signed like an 18-month deal.
No way.
Yeah, he only signed.
Yeah,
obviously, if he wins
if he wins the World Cup, then the thing is,
yeah,
if he gets far,
he ain't winning the World Cup. By the way, there's no chance they're winning it.
But again, we gotta be. I like Tuchel, yeah, because he's a cup manager. That's the issue. You're a cup manager. I don't know if he's
back 5 in England.
No, he plays back 4 though. He plays back 4 in England.
No, sorry, in the Premier League, is what I'm saying, in Chelsea.
Yeah, I know, but he's predominantly been playing back 4 since Bayern Munich and that. I don't know if he's attacking enough. I know we'd become solid under Tuchel though. We'd be a solid team, which I think we need in a say. But I can't lie, I'm all for Tuchel. I like his personality. I think he's actually born to be a Man United type of manager for me. But again, is he a little bit too defensive? You know what? Is he a little bit too defensive?
As well?
I think he is.
Is his man management the best as well?
No, his man management's elite.
You say elite, but with the Jude Bellingham saga at the moment, I feel like he's taken some missteps that I haven't liked.
I can't lie. I think he's done the right thing. I think he's been correct about Lewis Skelly. Yeah, because he ain't played enough games. You have to be in your best positions. He's not giving
no argument.
Just because you're playing for Real Madrid does not mean you instant warrant a position. He hasn't been playing that great for England.
It's not about.
He doesn't like him, bro.
Choices. I think it's more so what he says publicly about Bellingham, etc.
Don't mind it. I love it.
The chat to the media, I feel like is unnecessary.
I don't mind it.
I
like managers that are very honest. It's like it's because the thing is with Alex Ferguson, he never threw his players under the bus, but Mourinho done something similar to what Tuchel does. He wants a reaction, innit? And you saw Jude Bellingham's reaction. He got a goal. I swear he scored twice or something like that. I think it's easier
to do that in club football though, to get a reaction out of a player when, do you know what I mean?
You can just tell him.
It's gonna, and it could be.
Yeah, but
a couple weeks they're into the team again.
When you get your chance, you go.
Tuchel loves United, by the way. You've seen him in a video of him at Old Trafford when he's like talking about how like he didn't say he'd love to manage it someday, but it's basically like he was gasping in. I think it was when we played Bayern, and he was just like he was basically glazing Old Trafford and United and stuff like that. So he loves United.
I did like the way Tuchel played at PSG though, man. I'm not gonna cap. See that team there with Marquinhos and that. It was cool. The way he unleashed Neymar was. What about people in the comments? What do you lot think about Tuchel? Is that right or wrong? Like if he came under consideration, I think he should be up for consideration. I think Ratcliffe really wanted him, but he wanted to take a year out.
No, it was to do with the fact as well that he didn't get. It wasn't a year out because he got the England job a couple months later. but it was to do with the fact that Tuchel wanted certain transfers, and Tuchel's talent ID is terrible.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They were De Zerbi. Tuchel can't identify players. That's one thing you can't do.
I think De Zerbi. What was the De Zerbi thing again? They said he didn't make it to the second one, like the second round or something like that. Is it because why didn't the De Zerbi one go through? You can't. Why would you be? What makes him so sure that you can convince him this time around?
I don't know. I guess maybe they're willing to give up more freedom. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, bro. But Wilcox is the one that likes him, innit? But I don't think we'll end up with De Zerbi. But if we do, whenever we end up with any of these names, like at least we're not Chelsea in it, because you know what I'm saying, they got some guy called Liam, bruv. Looks like Matisse. Do you get what I'm saying? And they're dusted, bruv. Yeah. Whereas our names we're linked with managers that have won some serious trophies. Do you get what I'm saying? Which shows the ambition of the football clubs and the standards, the difference in standards at the football clubs. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'd even take Maresca because he's better than Liam. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like with the names we're linked with, I'm a bit excited, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's just get Champions League football, because I reckon we could go for it. Your mic's low, really low, bro.
Yeah, who's that? Oh,
yeah.
No. Wait, what? Say something.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear you. Your thing just went. See, it says it right here. It's not that Tuchel rejected us or anything like that. He wanted to take a short break from football. This is from Andy Mitten. After a difficult time at Bayern Munich, which led him to leaving the club the previous month. So he left because, well, he didn't want it because it was he was the front runner. De Zerbi became the front runner. Financial terms were discussed with the Italian line that United felt fair. Those terms were rejected, and the club chose not to improve them. De Zerbi wanted more in terms, and that's why we didn't get De Zerbi over the line. And I think now Man United would pay that to get that over the line.
Because you said that last bit about De Zerbi again? Shall we say that again?
It's because financial terms were not agreed. They couldn't agree. United felt it was fair.
Oh, yeah.
And De Zerbi wanted, his camp probably wanted a little bit more. So again...
And we probably didn't have that at that time.
And at that time, yeah, we didn't have that. But the thing is, if you're paying Amorim and his staff out a certain amount of money, I'm pretty sure you probably offered my man a lot lower. Ten Hag, at Albany, it sounded like Ten Hag was more of a financial reason, even though he cost you more in the long run.
Maybe.
You bet.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Calm. Yeah, fixed it.
What's that? Bro doesn't know how to talk about his own club, literally a child. Who?
You're talking about me because I said that we got high standards in Chelsea. If you couldn't tell, I was just trying and just chatting, just trying to wind you up. You know what I'm saying? But clearly it fell for it, pal.
Yeah, what's the likes on people, man? Make sure you're smashing the likes. We're on 71 likes. That's piss poor. You definitely can do better than that. There's at least 30 people in here that could be like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna smash the likes and then get it to 100. There's 200, so I don't see why that won't be the case. I swear it was down to De Zerbi wanting more power than we were willing to give him. That's not what Andy Mitten said. Financial terms just not agreed. And I think, you know what? I think they're going to have to realize that you're going to have to probably fork out the money. The guy's proven himself at Marseille, I'd say anyways, and that he can do it and he can keep it going.
What does proven himself look like to you?
Going up against PSG. That's what I think is more proven. I think Brighton's proven it. I think in Serie A, he proved it was.
I'm going to watch that game.
Man, that's on today, isn't it?
No, it's today.
Tomorrow.
I thought, tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow. If he wins that, I'll take him. I mean, prove he can win a trophy because he said that waffle about how he manages for fun, not for trophies.
My thing is with that though is like, is he more looking like more of a league manager or can he do it in the cups? Because I ain't seen him do it well in the cups at the moment. He needs to win a cup, but
to be fair, he played us. Remember, he got us semi-final. Played against us. Sorry, and lost the semi-final to us.
Yeah, true.
And penalties.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying so.
But I just like the way he plays football, man. I need that Old Trafford. I need something exciting. This bland, basic. Yeah. Well, this is why I'm not really for Glasner. Even Jay Burt Telegraph and there was another one that came out and said it's pretty much between De Zerbi and Glasner. I can hear that. You got the free option, which we shouldn't go for, in my opinion. I think he should go somewhere like, I don't know, Tottenham when Frank gets sacked, or we should just be going all out for that guy. You know. For me, when you look at the leagues that have been won, it's only really Conte's pragmatic kind of football that's got that over the line.
Yeah.
You know, like top tier elite football is always football that's on the front foot.
Relentless, attacking. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah. But anyways, people, make sure you subscribe to these lot. We got Peckham Reds. You can type that in on YouTube and you'll find it right there. You'll see Nate with Leonard here. So that's a double act. And then we got Touchline, as you know, in it, the kid.
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be back later I'm probably gonna do a watch long, even though I don't want to do it. I'm gonna do an instant reaction.
Well, before we go, predictions.
Oh, 2-0. I already said it earlier.
3-1 United.
3-0.
I hope so. We could do some more goal difference. Could do some more goal difference. Facts.
I just want to see Sesko and Cunha score.
I would like to see that. I would like to see Sesko get. I mean, he last scored against Burnley as well, didn't he? I think he got a goal too. Might have, anyways. Anyways, man, I'm out. Go tomorrow.